We're not necessarily good talkers, but we're very, very good listeners. Oftentimes the people we're negotiating with are people who are in crisis, and maybe they're at a house or they're on the side of a bridge or they're in a crisis and they're oftentimes acting irrationally. So for whatever reason the police are now at their door. More often than not we're dealing with someone who is experiencing extreme amount of stress in their life. They're unable to cope. They're likely or potentially intoxicated by drugs, alcohol. They may be suffering from mental illness. My goal is going to be to make contact and really just be a sounding board at the outset to listen to see what this individual is going through.
Everybody that's there, tactical, negotiators, investigators, everybody is all on the same page so that there's the best outcome possible.
We never negotiate alone, so you always have the primary negotiator who's the person making contact with the subject, and then you have a secondary negotiator.
My whole role as a secondary is to support that primary negotiator to make sure they have all the information they need as fast as it comes in.
Hey Anton, it's Scott, please. So the biggest thing at the early stages is trying to build that rapport and develop a relationship in a very, very short period of time.
You're not listening to me.
Oftentimes at the start of a negotiation, that's when the emotions are highest. Screaming and hollering at me. The first hour or two could be the individual hanging up or telling you off, and they're not saying anything beyond that. I've always kind of had the mindset that if they're on the phone and even if they're yelling at me, then we're talking. That's all good.
No, I told you before, I'm not talking.
We use a lot of active listening skills to get that emotion to come down.
We don't want them to become more angry or more agitated. Our goal there is to bring calm to the situation and as much rational thought as we can.
The problem sometimes is we, as police officers, want to solve the problem. We're problem solvers, we go to a call and right away we want to solve the problem for that family or individual. We can't rush to that. It's very important to have the listening skills and the abilities to truly hear what they're telling you, listen to the frustration or rage or hate or sadness or depression or whatever it is that has overwhelmed their ability to cope. I can't put myself in their shoes, so I can be sympathetic, but oftentimes people in crisis, they're not looking for my sympathy. They want me to listen and hear what their story is and what they're going through and be empathetic without being judgmental, without saying that I know exactly what they're going through, because I don't. So I can't put myself in their shoes, but I can be someone that they can speak with and listen to them and do my best to get their emotions down to a more rational level so that we come out of that with a successful conclusion with no one hurt. Whether it took 10 minutes or whether it took 10 hours, that's the ultimate goal. It's instantly rewarding to be on a team, and I'm constantly amazed at how well we as police officers and analysts and psychologists all come together and work as a team, all going in the right direction. You know you're part of a bigger picture and a bigger team that did their job that day. We are the Crisis Negotiators.
And this is who we are.